thinking you've got to win over Elon is even harder to watch. This past weekend, several mealy-minded, low IQ celebrities, again, scavenging for relevancy, thought that it would be a sick burn to change their Twitter name, not their handle, not their at whatever, which is like kind of permanent. You can change it, but how will people find you? But your display name, if you will, to Elon Musk and troll Elon. Now, Elon has a unique perspective on this kind of parodying of an account. Number one, he's about to open up Twitter Blue to everyone. He's about to let anyone who wants it get a blue check mark and become verified on the platform. So you're not paying for a blue check mark, you're paying for verification. There will be a staff check where they make sure you are the person you say you are if you're going to have that blue check mark. So it's going to be authentic. This is kind of what everybody used to love about Facebook. Like, I like Facebook because you have to use your real name. It's like, well, you don't have to. We all know people with alt Facebook accounts, and we've all seen that Netflix special, Don't Fuck with Cats, where lonely housewives just sit at home with sock puppet accounts and solve mysteries in their spare time. So this will be, if I say I'm Patrick Melton, comedian who lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, pay $8 a month. They put a blue check mark by my name. It lets people know he is that guy. This account is that guy. Now, celebrities have had this for a while, and people look at it as a status symbol. I've never really given a fuck. People would say, Patrick, you don't have a check mark, so of course you would say that. I known Twitter people. I could have pursued getting a check mark. It was kind of around 2016, 17 when I got out of Twitter anyway. So I didn't really care about getting that check mark. Now, it's $8. Anybody can get it. I probably still don't give a fuck. Pretend to be me. But if you're not aware, there's several scams on YouTube where they try to convince people to send Bitcoin. I know this seems like a tangent. To send Bitcoin to an address. Elon Musk is doing a giveaway. Bill Gates is doing a giveaway. They'll make the channel name Bill Gates. You'll think it's official. Thousands of people will be watching live in the chat. So it seems official. Send 0.001 Bitcoin to this address for a chance to win. Now, you get 1,000 people to do that. You make a nice little chunk of money. These are scams. And by the way, that scam culture and bot mentality on Twitter is rampant. This was a core argument in the takeover, right? When Elon wanted to buy Twitter and take it private, this was one of the major hangups, right? Was that what is the percentage of bot accounts being used on a platform like this? And are they being truthful about it? Now, we may never know how many bots are on it, but this goes a long way to solving the problem, at least in certain countries, of there being rampant bot abuse. And one of the things these bots do is impersonate famous people, especially trustworthy famous people who constantly do things that are kind of abnormal or avant-garde or are giving back to the people. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, these kind of guys who are like kind of with technology and get it, but also like Bill Gates does, but also like are known to like pull these stunts off. I mean, Bill Gates, people have been getting that chain email like Bill Gates is going to give everybody a 1 cent for every email they send in October as part of a new beta program. It's just like, what? So these scams have been around for a long time. And if you're going to allow everyone in the population to get a blue check mark for as little a barrier of entry as $8, then you have to make sure, you have to put some new rules in place that prevent people from changing the display name and having that blue check mark. Because if you can just say, I'm Elon Musk, here's a blue check mark, send me Bitcoin to enter a contest, you're gonna blame Twitter. Like, well, there was a blue check mark and said Elon Musk. So a lot of celebrities, including Ethan Klein, who's proven on my podcast to be a boob of inordinate magnitude several times in the past, with incidents with Steven Crowder, Jordan Peterson, and other celebrities. He's gone from a completely politically incorrect, I'll say anything for shock value guy to a woke, get everybody else but me, see I'm playing along, I'm one of you kind of guy. The problem is he's not. He's pretending to be a woke, play to get along kind of guy, and he's lost himself in the way. So he thought it'd be funny, Ethan Klein, H3H3, and Kathy Griffin to change their handle to Elon Musk. And as part of his new Twitter Blue policy, that if you're going to be verified, you cannot use a fake name unless you specify and make it very clear in both the name and the account description that this is a parody account. Now, I think he did this after they did it, which makes it kind of a sick burn. So Kathy Griffin and several other people have had their accounts permanently suspended from Twitter. Now, it's been debated whether they'll get it back since this was a new rule. And since then, I think Kathy Griffin and Elon Musk have gone back and forth on Twitter. First of all, again, just to prove my point about the people who say, like, I'm off Twitter for Elon. I don't want it to turn into this, like breakdowns, just breakdowns in full cope sessions. Once her account got suspended, Kathy Griffin, she immediately logged onto her dead mother's account. Her mother, who's dead, logged onto her account and replied to Elon. Elon was trolling her, saying, like, I actually suspended her for impersonating a comedian. And she logged onto her mother's account to say, I mean, you stole that joke, you asshole. People have been posting that joke for hours, you hack. Look, do a better job running this company. It used to mean something. This is Kathy Griffin, by the way. So she logs onto her dead mother's account. It means so much to her, she can't stay gone. She doesn't want to let you know that this bugs her. I've been following Kathy Griffin for quite a while on Twitter. She is a goner mentally. She's out to lunch. She is cuckoo magoo. There are a few comics who have lost their fucking mind and gone full left-wing Trump derangement nuts. Kathy Griffin, Andy Kindler, Tim Heidecker, Sarah Silverman. Like they've gone wackadoo left. And I mean, go look at their timelines. It's fucking insane. All they do all day long is argue with people, post cope posts. Let it. I'm telling you, they cannot be off this thing. It's going to drive her nuts if she can't get back on Twitter. And Elon did eventually. I think I saw a post of his where he said, I'll let her have her account back for $8 a month. And I'm making a prediction now. Another one of my famous Election Day predictions. Nothing to do with Election Day. She'll be back. She will pay the $8. She will want the check mark. Please do a better job running this company. It used to mean something. The cope, like, I can't believe he's going to censor Twitter. It's like, you've been living under a censored Twitter, I mean, since its inception almost. The idea that you think Twitter was free. And by the way, this victim card Kathy Griffin will play, it won't be long until she gives a press conference where she's breaking down, crying. We all remember what happened with the Trump head. These people just get mad when rules blow back on them. They'll try to argue like, oh, she can't handle it. Trump can't handle it now that it's free speech. Trump can't handle it. He said there'd be free speech unless it's making fun of him, right? He can't take a joke. It's such twisted garbage. Like there are scams involved with impersonating people and tricking people, particularly, by the way, the elderly and the disabled. Okay? Children. things like that. They're vulnerable members of our society that can be tricked by technology. So it was poor timing. I think he did do it a little bit to put the screws to her. And he probably will give her account back. Like, I don't see him as being vindictive and taking time out of his day to screw her over. This is a very busy guy with very important things to do and important companies to run. And then on the other hand, you have Kathy Griffin. Have a look.
You have fear for your career after this storm dies down?
Absolutely. I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me. He broke. And then I was like, no, this isn't right. It's just not right. And I apologized because that was the right thing to do and I meant it. And then I saw the tide turning and I saw what they were doing. And I went, oh, okay, they're trying to spin this and they're making it about Barron. And obviously that was never my intent. I would never want to hurt anyone, much less a child. But I started to see what was really happening. And then it was a mob mentality pile-on. And so many people have expressed to me personally across the country at my shows, they're scared. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get arrested today. I don't know.
What do you
but
think
I have
about
to stand
firing
up.
you?
Excuse me?
What do you think about CNN firing you?
It's hurtful to me.
It's hurtful.
Yeah.
It's censorship is what it is. I'll say it more bluntly. She worked there for 10 years.
Look,
she was the best thing about New Year's Eve.
There's a bunch of old white guys trying to silence me. And I'm just here to say that you don't have to like me, but you shouldn't silence a comic.
As Larry King said, Ted Turner would never have done it. Can we go around? Okay, I think we're over
Has
here.
Kathy talked to Anderson? Have you had a chance to talk to Anderson Cooper yet?
Has the Secret Service talked to you?
So Secret
All right, so that's what happened after Kathy Griffin did the Trump head. Now, do I think it was a good use of resources for the Secret Service to go investigate Kathy Griffin? Like she's a serious threat to Trump, or it was a threat to like hurt Trump in some way? No. But she's on TV. She's on TV blaming old white women. It's like, bitch, you're white as it gets. Again, I've never seen anybody hurl themselves into a victim basket along with POCs and trans people and other people. These white women have just bailed. Like, I'm not with the whites. I'm a white woman. That's different. And it's so funny. You'll see it. You know, I thought you were already canceled. I don't have a career after this. Well, then what are you arguing with Elon Musk about on Twitter? I would never wish harm on anyone. Go look at her Twitter. It's unhinged wishes of harm on people she doesn't like all day, every day. You heard? These people wish harm on people all the time. Asshole. Saw Jimmy Kimmel's the other day. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. It's like, you're all rich, very successful people. Why are you having such meltdowns about Twitter? You know, Elon posted the Pelosi thing may not be all that it seems, and a link to an article that was then taken down, and then he deleted the tweet. Oh, it turns out that article was bullshit. Okay, and now people are calling it Elon Musk's Pelosi controversial. Look what's happening to me today. Conspiracy theory. As if Elon Musk made up the controversial conspiracy theory and put it out to people. He just said, hey, look at this article that a newspaper, a journalist wrote. And that article has been taken down, and Elon took his tweet down. And then people are like, well, Elon had a conspiracy theory. It's like, okay, nothing means anything anymore, right?